to our honorable guest, Shri Ashish Sahu, educationist and motivational speaker, Arise Academy Global. A huge round of applause to welcome our guest. We are delighted to invite our special and special guest a huge round of applause to welcome.
Once again, good morning to everyone, good afternoon to everyone, and this is the first time I'm in front of you guys. I'm sure this is the time of your life when a lot of by default stress comes in around. Yes or no? Do you feel pressurized when the exam comes near you? Do you feel that? Yes or no? Yes, little bit or more? Okay, so let me help you. Today's session is something which will need you to bring best out of yourself. Okay? I am just going to help you out with the thought process. Is it better now? Can you hear me properly? Okay. So, my objective of today's session in a limited time is just make sure that all of you guys and your school is also looking that each and every one of you should bring best out of it. Yes? So, I am just like a catalyst, and in this around 45 minutes to 50 minutes time, I am going to bring some inputs to you. Probably that will be something which not just make you to do good in the coming exam, but also in an exam, the exam which is much bigger than the exam you are facing, the exam name is life. Right? So whatever the thought process I am going to share with you guys has an impact in your mind which will drive you to do much better, because every day of the life is like an exam. Do you feel so? Yes, every day in the life you feel it is an exam. In fact, when I was sitting in your place, and as a student I always used to ask a question to myself: why the school conduct exam every year? Because right from class 1 to class 12 I have to give exam 12 times in a year. In my 12 years I have to appear at least 12 exams. Yes or no? The final exam. In between there are multiple exams coming in. Half yearly is coming in, pre-board is coming in, yes. Then your unit test comes in, yes. Then you appear for some competitive exam, then you have to appear for those exams. How about if it could be, if we get movement of one class to another without appearing for any exam? कैसा रहेगा? अच्छा लगेगा? क्लास 8 से हमने क्लास 9 में हम मूव कर जाएं और हमको कोई एग्जाम ना देना पड़े. I remember the golden days of my life when I was in class 10. आप में से कितने लोग हैं class 10 में? Okay, quite a good number. So when I was in my class 10, so there was some national tragedy happened and there was a general promotion. So I cannot tell you the way I have celebrated the day the news flashed on the screen saying that you don't have to come for the exam. All the students of that particular year will be general promoted to the next year. Yes. Do you feel good, like without giving the exam you will be promoted to the next class? Do you feel good about it? Okay, let me make sure that each and every one of you will be interacting. I just don't want it me coming telling something. I just want each and everyone will be also participating with me, but in a very disciplined manner. Okay. So, do you feel the general promotion will be something which you will look ahead? Or you want some exams to be conducted? What do you think? What do you feel? Exams should be there, or it should be a general promotion. Then you don't have to come for the exams, you just have to pass to the next year. What do you think? No, be very open. See, I am not going to give you grade कि अगर आपने बोला general promotion तो अच्छा ये अच्छे ने सब लगा देख लेते हैं. I am not going to do that. So I am on a very neutral ground. You just help me out. You want exam or you want just a promotion to the next year? Okay, what is the purpose of this exam? Can anyone tell me why this exams comes, And if I say this whole process of examination, it's examination you mug up a lot of the things, and then you write it about the day of examination, and then you get a score. Someone get 95 marks, someone get 45 marks, irrespective of the score you get. Someone will be enjoying the glory, someone will be carrying the pain that you could not do well. But all together you move to the next class. Right? Do you feel that this process is justified? Do you feel that this process is justified? Yes or no? No reaction? What do you think? What do you have to say on this? Let me know your pulse. Let me know your views. Okay. What's the thought process comes? Okay. So let me tell you a very honest feedback. These exams which you are facing, you should know the art of enjoying the learning and celebrating the exams. What is an objective? That you should enjoy the process of learning and you should look to celebrate the exams. Exams to be celebrated, right? Like any other festival. Recently, I think on 22nd, day before yesterday, we all had a wonderful sort of celebration in the nation, right or not? So, a lot of effort has been done before reaching to that landmark event of Ayodhya session what we have seen, right? A lot of sacrifices has been done, yes or no? That is the day when we celebrate. So when we are working hard, so right now if I talk about the exams, there are two categories we can bifurcate. One category is the students who have actually worked very hard right from the beginning. So they desperately need that the day will come and I have to prove myself. I have to do something good. And there is another category wherein the students, they have, other than studies, they were engaged into a lot of activities. And now, when the exam comes, they feel how to celebrate the exam. So today in the session, I will try to try for both the stages of your life. Wherein either you have done very good or whether you have done very averagely. How well you have to utilize your last few days. How well you have to plan. How well you have to strategize so that you can get the best of it. If the whole session isn't okay, let's start it. Okay. In the whole session, if you feel some of my points is helpful to you, make sure you take the note of it. Okay? So that you can start implementing from today. And I'm very sure my points, my inputs will be something because I have an experience of conducting multiple seminars across the nation. And I am into education from last 15 to 18 years, as very nicely ma'am introduced. So I wish that my 1 hour time should make a value addition to each and every one. Right? Let us hold for a minute. Let's see if it started so that in the sequential manner we can take the whole presentation. And I will be very happy if you will start having some interaction. And make sure you sit with a mind completely open. There is something called parachute. There is something called parachute. Have you heard about? Suppose you wanted to have the excitement of adventurous trip to some hill station, and then you took a deep dive holding the parachute. So that parachute, what it do? It gives you the safety and security in the mind that anyway if I am taking the dive, I don't have to bother, I don't have to worry, because the moment I will take the deep dive of say 100 feet, 500 feet above the ground, it will open and it will save my life. Yes or no? Imagine a situation, you took a dive and the parachute didn't work. What will happen? Catastrophic, right or not? Similarly, as a human, when something is coming, some learning is coming, and we remain in a closed manner, right? We don't open the mind, so it will be equally catastrophic. So make sure this time what you are spending with me is a time which your school has really worked hard to carve out this time, and all of you have also put that effort of from the morning coming to school and you wanted to take some time. I believe this session will be one such, provided you keep your mind wide open like a punch. Okay? Let me first help you out with the first basic concept called as fear. Whenever an exam comes, fear and anxiety is very normal. It's very normal. It's nothing to be, afraid, and it's nothing to be said, oh, I'm getting panic, I'm getting anxiety, I'm getting fear about exam. Because in case if you are not feeling a sort of fear, probably the society may count you that you are too casual. So both the things, दोनों चीजें बड़ी एक्सट्रीम होगी है. अगर हम एग्जाम के पहले बहुत कूल है, that is also not good. और अगर हम एक एक्सट्रीम लेवल ऑफ स्ट्रेसफुल एंजाइटी में है, that is again not good. What is required? What is needed? We require a balance. Neither we have to be in the stressed, neither we have to be in the panic. Because this exam which you are going to face, let us take one life scenario. Suppose in class 10, you scored the top rank in the state. I am not talking just in the class, I am talking that you scored the top rank in the state. So what will happen? They will glorify, you will feel proud you are on the top of the world. You will feel super happy because the failure of another life you will reach the top rank in the state. Yes? At the same time, let us consider the case when a child can learn revision in this past or in past previous past. In that situation, how you will feel? You will feel there was a pain. I would have, I have missed the time. I have lost the opportunity. I would have done much better. Yes or no? You will feel कि यार मैं थोड़ा सा और अपने आप को अलर्ट कर लेता, अवेयर कर लेता, तो शायद मेरा मार्क्स जो होता वो एटलीस्ट थर्ड डिवीजन फिर मैं फर्स्ट डिवीजन के लिए टारगेट करता. ऐसा होता आप लोगों के साथ? Yes or no? Now, remember this exam which you are going to face, the exam which is coming to you, is a temporary occasion, is a temporary moment. You do not have to get, too much emotionally connect with this exam. What you need to do is, let this time, irrespective whether I have worked very hard right from the beginning or I have done averagely, doesn't matter. What matters is, what's your approach in the last few days? How you wanted to tackle this exam. That is very important. Because this exam, your success or your pain, your glory or your pain will not last long. So the first point all of you should keep in the mind that your achievement in this exam is a temporary. For example, let's say Victor sir in his class 10 scored all India rank 1. For example, I don't know. But only for example, Shruti, ma'am, she actually did very good in her 10th score. She was among the top one. But that success lasted for few days. Yes or no? It was not rest of the life. Now today, no one asked what you have scored in your class 10. No one asked what you scored in your 9. But what it do for everyone is, it motivates you, it directs you, it guides you. Okay, when I have worked hard, I got the reward in the form of good scores. And in case if I have not done too hard, but in the last few days, I have actually worked in a very sensitized mode of handling the exam, and compared to that, I got good output. This learning, this experience which you will going to face, this experience which you will going to feel is something the most important act. This is what the purpose of examination is. Every one of us is already aware that how well I have worked for my exams, right or not? And this is like a benchmark. If you don't have the benchmark from where to start, probably you will get lost, right? So when you come to class 9, the day one you know, from 9 getting promoted to class 10, what I have to do? I have to appear for the exam. From class 10 to class 11, if I have to go, what I have to do? I have to appear for some exams. Yes or no? that motivation drives you to work for your goal. So this time, the last few days before the examination is particularly meant not to get stressed or not to be in a very casual mode. This last few days are actually meant to experience this process of examination so that the learning you can make it out is an asset for rest of the life. Is this point well taken that you don't have to be panicked? In fact, if I ask you, what is actually meaning of fear? What is FEAR, fear? What is fear? Can anyone tell me? FEAR, fear. So it's like false evidence appears real. Something you are falsifying. So you are not doing any falsifying. You are not falsifying anywhere. Be honest to yourself. Are you with me? In case if you have done well, make sure the last few days you keep yourself fully concentrated so that if you will strategize, if you will plan, there is high possibility you will score full marks. In case you have not done too good right from the beginning, still don't get disheartened. Just make sure, plan the strategize in such a way that you can get some better score compared to where you are standing. Now there are a few pitfalls I should say, a commonly done error, a commonly done mistakes which happens usually. We observe most of the students messed up as among the 5 subjects, 6 subjects you come across, you have a liking of few subjects. Suppose you like mathematics, so you give always priority to the maths and leaving aside the other subjects. Now exams cannot be categorized on your liking and on your dislike. Are you with me? What you need to do, the first step is, today itself, you should plan to prioritize. When is your exam? Somewhere in the next month? Maybe mid of next month? Tentatively? Say for example, I count 10th of next month, all of you will be appearing for the exam. So if you see from today, you are left with say suppose 17, 18 days. Just for understanding, I am counting in 20 days. Right? Now if I say 20 days, if you will divide this 20 days into the number of subjects you have to cover. So on an average, per subject time requirement is 3 to 4 days. In between, probably you have to come for the pre-boards or maybe practicals or maybe some activity, right? So if you will not plan and if you will not think about it today, then I have to create a balance for covering the syllabus. Probably you will miss it. It cannot be an extempo. ऐसा कभी नहीं हो सकता कि आप एग्जाम के extempo के तरह treat करें. You know extempo? I just go without having any planning in the life. This is a high time. Let me reassure you that whatever the points I am saying to you may not be something which you are not aware of. I am not going to tell you some unique things. If you are expecting that today's session is how to score full marks without taking any study, that presentation I have not conducted yet. Right? I have no idea, I have no clue. I have zero idea how to score full marks without doing any effort. I have no idea. In case if you have, I will be very happy if you can reach me sometime. Yeah? What I am going to do for you is, I will just help you so that you can take one thing by one. And if something is missing, you can just add up and you can start adding it from today. You have to equally balance your subjects, right? Now, one thing may vary from person to person. Suppose you are already through with maths and you are lacking in Hindi. Now, every subject will be equal weightage. There is no partiality like Hindi will having the lower weightage and maths will be having the higher weightage. There is no such criteria. So, what you need to do at this time is make sure all of you prioritize your learning, your subjects in such a way that you get an equal balance of the coverage you are doing. Hindi, English, math, science, social, and your optional computer, whatever. You have to, today itself, you have to list down the complete topics. And you know that each subject should be equally weighted. It should not happen that in few subjects you have your liking and you are just studying that. You can't do that. It will turn out to be a mess. Are you with me, guys? आपको सब्जेक्ट्स के अपने टॉपिक्स को आज ही देखना है, आइडेंटिफाई करना है कि मेरा proportionately हो सकता है कि from the beginning you have spent more time in mathematics and you feel that maths is already through. So now what you should do is you can give little bit less time to maths, but it should not happen that you create altogether mess with the subjects. Second thing, at the last moment of the day and last moment of your preparation, you should never create an understanding that I will work on the topics which are weak point for me. The last few days of your examinations are actually meant to capitalize on what all you have done. Identify your strength, identify your weakness. Now for the student who is already doing good right from the beginning, from the day one, make sure you are in the position to target scoring full marks. And there is a category of student who has missed the learning of that subject right from the beginning, whatever may be the reason, they are not interested. In that situation, you need to identify in that topic what are the topics I can easily cover in the last few days, or the topic which I have already covered, let me focus on my strength and let me not get lost in my weaknesses. आप मुझे समझ पा रहे हैं? लास्ट के फ्यू डेज में अगर आपके कोई सब्जेक्ट के अंदर आप प्रिपरेशन कर रहे हैं, आपको अपनी स्ट्रेंथ के ऊपर वर्क करना है और वीकनेसेस के ऊपर हावी नहीं होने देना है। अरे यार, the panic or the anxiety comes when you get stressed. अरे यार, I have covered 80% of the syllabus, but it is creating a problem because I have not touched 20%. So leave that 20% right. Don't spend too much of time in getting the last 20% of the coverage at the end. Never do that. Because this 20% coverage will take the time much longer than required. And then the 80% which you would have easily capitalized, you have lost out. Are you with me, guys? Can I have some hello to everyone? Can I have some noise in the room? Hello to everyone. You can also respond me by saying hello. Hello to everyone. Okay, a little bit louder. Hello to everyone. Okay, so no one is sleeping. Fantastic. So the second point which you should take today is you should balance the subject and whatever is your strength, you know it better than anyone else. Just work on your strength. Don't get lost in the weaknesses. अगर कोई टॉपिक छूट के रख दिया, it's okay, it's fine. छोड़िए, जो बात नहीं सो बात नहीं, जो कल गया सो गया. Let's forget about that. What best we can do it today is something we need to pick. Another important point. It is must that you should know the paper pattern. If you are going to give the school exam, say your 8th, 9th or 11th, if it is not a board exam, just check it out with your respective teacher, and I am sure your respective teacher must have already sensitized and aware you the paper pattern. I am sure all of you are through with that. Paper का pattern पता होगा. There will be 20 marks MCQ, there will be 2 marks question, there will be 3 marks, there will be 5 marks. Pattern आपको पता होगा. अगर आपको कोई subject में नहीं पता है, just make sure request to your teacher of the respective subject and get it aware that what is the paper pattern that you should know prior. Along with that, once you are aware about the paper pattern, along with that, it is, I should say, a compulsory remark. Everyone should do it. At least you should appear for 2 sample papers in each subject before reaching to your final exam. I am not counting your pre-board as a sample paper. Now, the sample paper, suppose for example, I am appearing in a sample paper today. I will put a clock alarm of 2.5 hours, not 3 hours. Why? Why not 3 hours? It has to be. Ideally, probably your teacher, your class teacher must have given you the suggestions, advice करा हुआ है आपको, follow her or follow your teacher, but a basic guideline I can create for everyone. In case if you can write the answers in the form of points, for example, अगर सोशल स्टडी के अंदर अगर आपके ऊपर नेशनलिज्म के ऊपर कोई क्वेश्चन आया तो आप नेशनलिज्म के अंदर मान लीजिए 5 मार्क का क्वेश्चन है तो आपको एक साइजेबल पैराग्राफ के फॉर्म में लिखना है, बट अगर आपने उसको पैराग्राफ के अंदर ही आपने थोड़ा सा उसको पॉइंट वाइज सेग्रीगेट कर दिया तो होगा क्या, द टीचर विल नो दैट दिस गाय has actually done the preparation, is not just who is coming sitting without having any preparation, and it will make a high possibility that out of 5 marks either you will be getting the complete 5 marks, or in case if you will be losing, at least you will be doing much better than just writing without having the bullets or points. Now don't mistake me when I talk about bullets, it does not mean कि आपने टीचर के लिए क्वेश्चन ही फ्रेम करना है, क्वेश्चन पेपर के अंदर आपको क्वेश्चन का आंसर करना है इलैबोरेट फॉर्म में। आपने नेशनलिज्म के अंदर आपने लिख दिया 4 पॉइंट्स लिख दिए, और बचा हुआ कौन लिखेगा, वो टीचर के लिए हमने एक और नया क्वेश्चन क्रिएट कर दिया। नो यू हैव टू मेक अ वेरी सिंप्लीफाइड फॉर्मेट इन द फॉर्म ऑफ पैराग्राफ ओनली, बट इन द फॉर्म ऑफ बुलेट्स। Second thing is when the question paper is there in your hand, when the question paper is there in your hand, the question paper is divided into sections, ऐसा ही होता है, section A, section B, section C, section D और in case section E also. ऐसे समय ideally when you get the question paper, शुरू के 5 मिनट, when you get the question paper, the first 5 minutes you should always go through the complete question paper, section A, section B. अगर आपको एक glance में सब questions को देखने में कितना समय लगेगा, 5 minutes maximum. And then you identify कि यार section C is easy for me, हर के लिए अलग हो सकता है, for him section A will be easier and for him section D could be easier, it depends upon person to person. Are you with me guys? Now जो section आपको लगता है आपके लिए easy है, आपको ideally उस section से start करना है। Suppose you start from section C. Now section C, the question number comes question number 13. So while writing the answer, you will be also putting answer number 13 and not answer 1, because your sequence does not matter. What it matter is the question sequence. If you are writing answer 13, you have to put question 13. If you are answering for question 13, you write answer 13. From 13, if you are jumping to question number 18, write answer 18. Right? In case if you messed up with your sequence, probably the one who is checking, correcting your answer copies, and in case if you are in the board exam, he don't have the time to identify what the mess you have done. He is not paid to clear your mess. Are you getting me? Your examiner is not paid to overcome the mess you are creating. So you have to be very simplified and in a very disciplined way. You have to put the sequence. But here's one thing what you need to do is create a sequence. जैसे अगर आपके पास में कभी कोई मैच देखा है, आपने क्रिकेट मैच तो सब लोग देखते हैं। क्रिकेट मैच देखने में कब मजा आता है? जब शुरुआत अच्छी होती है जब मजा आता है, कि शुरुआत खराब होती है जब मजा आता है? शुरुआत अच्छी होती है जब मजा आता है। वैसे ही आपको अपने एग्जाम को सेलिब्रेट करने में कब मजा आएगा? जब आप एक अच्छी शुरुआत करेंगे, and when you will call that yes my preparation is best, आप कब ये फील करेंगे कि यार I am doing good, I am getting best on the final day. When you start from the area which you feel you are competent and it is giving you that energy. Now when you are writing the answer and in between you feel ऐसा हो सकता है, for example आपने सोचा कि क्लास 9 में for example social science में there are 15 chapters and I have not studied 10 chapters. I have not been commenting. I wish each and everyone should do thorough preparation. But a case there where you have just learned 5 chapters, 10 chapters you have omitted, and you realize on the final day all the questions came from that 10 chapter and not a single question has been there from the five chapters which you are already through. एक बड़ी critical situation में आप लोग आ गए. Do you feel so? हाँ? इससे बुरा कभी कुछ हो सकता है क्या? कुछ नहीं हो सकता. कि हम लोगों ने 5 चैप्टर पढ़े, 5 चैप्टर is almost like 35% of the syllabus out of 50. Our exam वाले दिन all the questions came from the 10 chapters which I have left. Which I have left. Not a single question of those 5 chapters which I have studied. ऐसे समय आप क्या करें? ऐसे समय आप क्या करें? Let me know how you will tackle this situation. Yes, please. quickly थोड़ा सा quickly. I feel very happy अगर आप लोग मुझसे थोड़ा सा इंटरैक्टिव करें. आप क्लास देखते ओबीडियंट होकर बैठते हैं. थोड़ा सा इंटरेक्शन अगर रहेगा आई विल बी वेरी हैप्पी. क्या करेंगे आप अगर ऐसा हो गया तो हाउ यू विल टैकल दिस सिचुएशन? व्हाट्स योर नेम? आयान क्या करेंगे? हाउ यू विल टैकल दिस सिचुएशन? व्हाट्स योर नेम? शौर्य. हाउ यू विल योर नेम इज शौर्य. शौर्य का क्या मतलब होता है? विजय पाना. शौर्य का मतलब विजय पाना होता है ना. गुड. तो शौर्य आप इस केस के अंदर शौर्य कैसे बनेंगे? नहीं वो तो मिस हो गया ना. अगर वो चीज आ जाएगी तो क्या बात होगा. लेकिन हमने what I said is कि आपने 10 chapters थे. You have just focused on 5 chapters and you have left the 10 chapter preparation. और जो क्वेश्चन पेपर है उसमें एक ही क्वेश्चन को 5 चैप्टर से लिया जिसको आपने प्रिपेयर किया. Now how you will going to tackle it? कैसे करेंगे आप? Yes. Try to recall. Okay, good. At least in that has been there. थोड़ी सी ह्यूमन लाइफ की अंडरस्टैंडिंग तो सब में है. ऐसे क्वेश्चन सबसे पहले क्या करना चाहिए? आराम से बैठ के रिलैक्स करना चाहिए. क्यों? क्योंकि आप 3 घंटे अपने साथ में ही है. अपने तो 5 मिनट में आइडिया लग गया अपनी तो बैंड बजी चुकी है. तो कैसे करें? ऐसा समय रिलैक्स. टेक अ डीप ब्रेथ. क्योंकि 3 घंटे का समय आपको जितना समय नहीं है तो डीप ब्रीथ ऐसा नहीं कि प्राणायाम चालू करें. राइट? प्राणायाम में करने से टेक डीप ब्रीथ पर पानी अगर हो तो पानी में पी लीजिए. और अब आप अपने गियर को शिफ्ट करें. अपने माइंड को आपको दूसरे गियर पे लेके जाना पड़ेगा. और अब आप अपने माइंड को ही आप क्या करना चाहिए? आराम से बैठ के रिलैक्स करना चाहिए. क्यों? क्योंकि आप 3 घंटे अपने साथ में ही है. अपने तो 5 मिनट में आइडिया लग गया अपनी तो बैंड तो बजी चुकी है. तो कैसे करें? ऐसा समय रिलैक्स. टेक अ डीप ब्रेथ. क्योंकि 3 घंटे का समय आपको जितना समय नहीं है तो डीप ब्रीथ ऐसा नहीं कि प्राणायाम चालू करें. राइट? प्राणायाम में करने से टेक डीप ब्रीथ पर पानी अगर हो तो पानी में पी लीजिए. और अब आप अपने गियर को शिफ्ट करें. अपने माइंड को आपको दूसरे गियर पे लेके जाना पड़ेगा. और अब आप अपने माइंड को ही अपने माइंड की अब आप मॉनिटर करेंगे. ठीक है? माइंड की जब अपन मॉनिटर कर जाएंगे तो क्या होता है? जब अपन बेस्ट आउटपुट एक्सपेक्ट करें उस सिचुएशन. दिस इज हाउ वन हैंडल द लाइफ. ऐसा ना लाइक हैव यू एवर सीन एनी मूवी वेयर आर्मी और तो आपके साथ एग्जाम में सिचुएशन होती थी वैसे कुछ सिचुएशन की दौर में मैं था उसके 15-20 मिनट को मैं लॉस द सीन पर बिकॉज़ इट वाज नॉट देयर. ओके आई गुड फाइनली वी गॉट द सीन. थैंक यू विक्टर सर एंड थैंक यू टीम. ओके चलिए. तो ऐसी जब सिचुएशन आती है तो आपको यू हैव टू टेक अ डीप ब्रीथ, रिलैक्स एंड बिकम मॉनिटर ऑफ योर माइंड. नाउ इन दिस सिचुएशन I don't have to lose the game. आपने कभी कोई ऐसी मूवी देखी है जहाँ पे कोई टेररिज्म और इंडियन आर्मी के लोग फाइट कर रहे हैं? क्या इंडियन आर्मी की टीम को पता होता है कि यहाँ से मेरे पास में शेलिंग होने वाली है कि यहाँ से मेरे पास में गोली आने वाली है? और ऐसे आते तो लोग शहीद ही नहीं होते. ऐसा नहीं. It is the life. The do and die situation happens that moment. A microsecond loss of thought will create a havoc to the nation, can create havoc to its own land. I was just reading some book few days back, and wonderful, great personality. आपको शायद पता होगा कि नहीं होगा कि अगर आपके पास हेलीकॉप्टर, सपोज अ हेलीकॉप्टर इज देयर इन एयर एंड सपोज द इंजन ऑफ द हेलीकॉप्टर फेल एट दैट मोमेंट, व्हाट हैपेंड डू यू नो? आपको पता है ना, हेलीकॉप्टर और एयरप्लेन जब एयर में होते हैं तो इट इज इन एन ऑटो मोड, उसमें कोई उसको जैसे ड्राइविंग की तरह यू डोंट हैव टू टेक द कॉल, आपको कोई जजमेंट नहीं होता, थ्रू रेडार एवरीथिंग is directed. Now suppose when you are in the plane, so rotor is creating some vibration, and based on that vibration only you get the feel that my engine is working. Suppose the engine has stopped, how you will get that indication? Because of vibration. When you find the vibration is not there, what you will do? What you will do? So there are only 7 seconds in your hand, in the hand of pilot, to save them. Because then in every aircraft there is a mode called off engine mode. And in these 7 seconds, if the pilot took the decision, then there are ways wherein he can save his and everyone's life. But in case if the pilot is busy with some other thing, maybe on the mobile game, yeah, or maybe watching some movie, so he will be tossing up with that 7 seconds, the last 7 seconds, and it will be catastrophic. Yes or no? So such kind of a situation comes with everyone in anyone's life at any moment of time. If you will join an army, suppose you join in the field of medical, or you are diagnosed, you are doing some surgery, आप हार्ट सर्जरी कर रहे हैं, and then you realize कि जब हमने उसकी बॉडी को खोला हार्ट सर्जरी के लिए गए, so we find that it is not an issue only with heart, but some peripheral organ is also not in functioning mode, and you are good only to tackle the heart because you are a heart surgeon. Are you getting me? How you are going to tackle such situation? So your situation, guys, is much easier. कि अगर एग्जाम वाले दिन आपके पास में अगर वो क्वेश्चन आए कि जो आपने पढ़ के गए हैं, so now how you have to tackle is very important. And in that time, the only option you are left is managing with that time and that situation. And there are few guidelines I can give, but in such situation there are no guidelines. Let me be very realistic. The first thing you should do is, if you can recollect, because ऐसा तो नहीं साल भर आप लोग रेगुलर स्कूल आए हैं, आपने कहीं ना कहीं कुछ ना कुछ उस टॉपिक के बारे में सुना हुआ है, and your situation is something you have to manage, you have to give your best. So that time instead of pressing the panic button, it is much better, because if you are into fear, if you are into the panic mode, let me tell you, it will block your mind. It will block your mind completely. So you don't have to be in the fear. If you are in, let me give you a simple example. आपने कई बार देखा होगा, suppose you are in on jungle safari, सामने से animal आए, ना animal is very ferocious, वो आप जैसे 10 जनों को हराने में सक्षम है. But the animal was not trained that when your vehicle light will fall on the eyes, in what mode he will going to react. वो इतना डर जाता है कि he can freeze that moment. Neither he moved a step ahead nor beyond. Why? Because he was in fear. So never be in fear. Because if you are in fear, your whole thought process, you will be losing to do the work from your mind. Never create the panic button. अगर ऐसा हो गया, let us tackle that situation. At least आप हेलीकॉप्टर की सिचुएशन से तो इजी. At least आपको मिलिटेंट्स और जो टेररिस्ट अटैक कर रहे हैं, आप इनसे तो बहुत ज़्यादा सेफ. एक एग्जाम ही तो है ना. और ऐसे एग्जाम पे अपने को बहुत सारी मिलने वाली आ गई. And in such odd situation, one should never get panic. Just recall, just recollect. Take a deep breath. Take the thought process. अगर आपको राम के बारे में कुछ भी नहीं पता है, तो कहीं ना कहीं राम से सीता का कनेक्ट अगर आप
निकाल सकते हैं by going deeper, your thought will help you to more. Are you with me? So at the end of the whole process of examination, one thing each and everyone should make in the mind very clear. This is a process I have to bring best out of myself. Neither I will be in the fear, nor I will be having anxiety, nor I will be creating panic for myself and for others. Are you with me? One more situation. The outcome. This is what I tell to each and everyone. The outcome of the result. It's a human nature. Most of us become victimized of this. We enjoy our success, seeing others' failure. Are you with me? We enjoy our success, seeing others' failure. For example, these two friends are there today, and they had a bitter relationship. इन लोगों की लड़ाई हो गई. Now she scored 95 marks. She feel very happy that I got 95 marks. Yeah. उसका excitement की कोई level ही नहीं था. She was super excited. Here I got 95 marks, 95%. And then she came to know a friend, so-called friend earlier, now and again, बिल्कुल टक्कर की दुश्मनी हो चुकी. कहाँ मिलेगा उसकी कॉलर पकड़ के उसको बचा तो ऐसे टक्कर के लड़ाई. And then she came to know she scored 96%. So her happiness will vanish like this. Yes? Because she is more into relative rather than absolute analysis. Always remember, in the whole presentation, if some of the key points you will take, it will make you to do good best forever in your life. Be into an absolute terms, never get into relative terms. If anyone talks that he got better than you, she got better than you, or you are better than him, you are better than someone else, don't get into the mess, because you will be losing lot amount of your time, energy, because there is so many people. His presence in his life is a temporary, because they both joined the class together, they are into the same class, or maybe some temporary moment their seat arrangements were such that they could able to spend some time together. But how does his success or failure is going to change his life? Can anyone tell me? Is there any correlation? Never fall into that trap. Always be into an absolute analysis. आप अपने आप से आप क्या बेस्ट कर सकते हैं, आप उसके ऊपर फोकस करें. आप अपने आप को क्या बेस्ट कर सकते हैं. The only competitor in this world is you and yourself. Even if you have not studied anything, don't worry. Last few days are still with you. Are you with me, guys? Last few days are still in your hand. Just plan, sit, strategize, and work it out. In case if you require the help, sit with your teacher. Ask them, so when this is the case, because if you are trying, how I will approach my teacher to tell that I have not studied, you don't have to approach. She knows everything about you, because she is your teacher. She knows everything about you. आपको अपने बारे में जितना नहीं पता होगा, she must have read about it. There is no harm going, getting support, counseling. I feel the environment of your school is so warm that you find, the director sir is sitting. You can go talk to him. He said, this is the situation. Can you help me? He will help you out. But make sure, never get into the kind of low, pressurized fear, stress, because it will completely block your mind at the last. Right? And I will not give my control to someone else. No one has the right to motivate or to at least demotivate you. No one has the right. Are you with me, guys? So I am not going to give I will not give the button someone else will give everything. So never get into that zone when someone else is regulating you. And most of the situation, most of the time, I see the child get lost with a relative comparison. At least now get completely switched off with a relative. Are you with me, guys? Get into an absolute mode. Forget what your friends are scoring, need not worry about it. I assure you, if you will be focusing on your own strength, you will be doing much better than anyone else. At least you will be happy that okay, the last few days I have done good. If I have already studied hard, last few days you will be in the position to score full mark. If I have not studied, last few days it will help you to get better score. At the end of the day, again don't fall into the comparison. Just enjoy what you have planned, strategize, and the outcome. Now, before saying all the best or before saying good luck, I will never say good luck because the good luck for me and for everyone is something different. Do you know, do you want to be lucky in your life? Do you want to be lucky in your life? Okay, if you want, so I will just murmur it here. Or everyone want to be lucky in their life. You want to be lucky in your life? Sure. So luck is an unforeseen energy. Luck is an unforeseen energy. And that energy comes in the form of reward. That energy comes in the form of reward. Whatever you are doing in your life, whether you are working hard or whether you are not working at all, the luck will be in your favor if you count blessings in your life. If you count blessings in your life, make sure at least your parents and your teacher should be the one who is always, and you should always count blessings of your parents and of your teachers. Time is less. But if you want a complete, I have given a complete talk on this on the YouTube. Anytime if time permits, on the shorts, if you go on the video, you will go. Arise Academy Global के अंदर YouTube पे आपको मिल जाएगा. Just happen, make sure that luck is something which makes someone to be success or a failure, and that success you will get when you each day, every moment, you count the blessings of your parents and teachers. If you are not counting the blessings, let me tell you, whatever the hard hardship you are going through, one day still you will feel you have lost the game. Are you with me, guys? So ये तो एक एग्जाम है. इस एग्जाम के अंदर अगर आप सोच रहे हैं कि जस्ट एग्जाम के पहले I will test the feet of teacher or parent and they will bless me. See, it is an energy which is created. Make sure on a regular basis, create this as a habit. Start counting blessings. These blessings will give you the good luck. It's not my good luck will going to give you the good luck. Are you with me, guys? If I say good luck, it will not give you good luck. What I wanted to say at the end is all the very best. All the very best. And on the day of examination, I'm sure each and every one of you will be coming out in the best form. This is in the limited time, and I wanted to convey my thanks to the management, to the director of the school, to all the teachers who have helped to create such a disciplined environment. And guys, you have made it possible to take the full benefit of this session. I will be very happy if each and every one of you will be doing good. And your friend, at least whenever you see me, you can always carry a relationship of friendship. And people call me Ashish Sabu, but mostly people remember me in the name of Chacha Chaudhary. Have you heard the comments? Chacha Chaudhary, Sabu? Heard or not? Okay, so it's easy to remember. And thank you very much. This is on behalf of Arise Academy. And anytime if you feel we could be any way helpful to you, you can always connect to us, but proper channel through your teachers or your principals. And if you feel we could be helpful, if you feel anytime you are lost, probably we can help you to get your counseling and support structure, right? And once again, thank you very much. And thank you, sir, for giving this opportunity to make it connecting to so many students. And I'm sure whatever the points I have tried elaborating you, probably if possible I will give the PPT or you can, my lecture I think it's recorded, you can see it on the YouTube also, and take the full advantage of the points you have noted right now. Make sure whatever the learning you have made today, right from today, on the final day, it will be very, very helpful to each and everyone. Right? So again, all the best and thank you very much. Good day.